A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus went away to the district of Tyre and Sidon. A Canaanite woman from that region came out and started shouting, "Have mercy on me, Lord, Son of David. My daughter is tormented by a demon." But he did not answer her at all. And his disciples came and urged him, saying, "Send her away, for she keeps shouting after us." He answered, "I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." But the woman came and knelt before him, saying, "Lord, help me." He answered, "It is not fair to take the children's food and throw it to the dogs." She said, "Yes, Lord, yet even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall from their master's table." Then Jesus answered her, "Woman, great is your faith. Let it be done for you as you wish." And her daughter was healed instantly. The Gospel of the Lord. There are a few places familiar to us where Jesus seems very rough with those around him. One is the cleansing of the temple, where Jesus takes the whip and up chucks the tables and throws the vendors out of the temple. Another situations where Jesus is dealing with the scribes and the Pharisees, where in one place he even calls them a brood of vipers, which is not really a very nice expression if you think about it, a brood of vipers. Here today we have another situation where Jesus seems to be very rough on the woman. But again, we need, as we do in those other situations, we need to put the whole reading here in context. And the context is this, that Jesus had just been dealing with the scribes and the Pharisees. You know, those that live such a puritanical life. They want everything perfect. They want everything flawless. And if you're not flawless, then you're no good. And as Jesus said many times, you put the burden on people, the law, that is, you put the burden of the law on people, but you do not lift a finger to help. So he had just come from a situation dealing with the scribes and the Pharisees. So here it looks like he's being very rough, but I really think that he's trying to give a lesson to the followers, to the disciples that are present here. He's trying to say to them, let's act just like the scribes and Pharisees and see how we really should be treating this woman. So, if she's so impure, since she's a Canaanite, a foreigner, and she's impure, well, we'll treat her like she's impure. And so what does he do? I was sent only to the lost house of the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But the woman came and knelt before him, saying, "Lord, help me." He answered, "It is not fair to take the children's food and throw it to the dogs." Now, since she's a Canaanite, she's considered impure. So at first he ignores her, don't want to deal with the impure. Then he gets even worse, calls her a dog. You know, I don't want to deal with dogs. You're a foreign Canaanite. I don't want to deal with you. Now he's trying to show the disciple, well, if this is the way it should be according to the scribes and the Pharisees, well, that's just how we'll deal with her. But she is a clever woman. She's clever because she's persistent. She wants the help for her daughter. She wants the help for her daughter. And like any mother, she therefore persists and perseveres. So she says, "Yes, Lord. Yet even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall from their master's table." And because she is persistent, she gets her reward. Then Jesus answered her, "Woman, great is your faith. Let it be done for you as you wish." And her daughter was healed instantly. So that is a lesson for the disciples. Not only that we shouldn't treat people like this, like they were dogs, because we don't happen to want to deal with them, but also we need to persevere and persist. No matter what is happening in our life. And life can be very difficult, like it was for this woman. Her daughter is sick. She's probably dying and near death. But she is out there doing all she can because of her great love for her daughter. And so she does persevere and persists after Jesus. And in doing so, she is rewarded. She's rewarded with the healing of her daughter. But sometimes, we aren't rewarded. But we still need to persist and persevere. So let's take this as a lesson, as Jesus was trying to teach the lesson to these disciples about treating people good and treating people well and treating people fair. Let's also learn that lesson, but also learn the lesson of perseverance. Persevering in love. Persevering in love for the people that are dear to us. Persevering in love to have things changed for everyone around us. As it says here in the first reading, for soon my salvation will come, and my deliverance will be revealed. And the foreigners, the Canaanite woman was considered a foreigner, and the foreigners who join themselves to the Lord, to minister to him, to love the name of the Lord, and to be his servants, all who keep the Sabbath and do not profane it, these I will bring to my holy mountain. We have the idea sometimes that Jesus was just for me or just for us, a certain group. But God, and in and through Jesus, is for us all. God's love knows no bounds. It's there just for the taking, just for accepting that great love. And as it says in the psalm, may God be gracious to us and bless us, and make his face to shine upon us, that your way may be known upon earth, and your saving power among all nations. God's love is gracious and does bless us. And God's love does make his face to shine upon us, and his way is known upon earth, and his saving power among all nations.